we're in my grandmother's house, and I see this huge portrait. Some guy, I have no idea who he is. He's holding a rifle. He's got his big old hat, really cool looking outfit, yet I know nothing about this man. I'm asking my aunts, I'm asking my mom, I'm asking my grandma, who is this guy? And I get a different response that's not cohesive, and it's just jumbled. I have no idea who this man is. One of my first vivid memories as a kid, I was in kinder, and I'm outside in the playground, and I see my dad coming during recess, and unexpected surprise. I remember running towards him, really happy to see him, and in the back of my head thinking, okay, why are you here kind of early, but happy at the same time. And then telling me that our house burned down. What happened after that was just a series of sleepovers, is what it seemed like. We're staying with my grandma for a while, staying with my aunt, and just being displaced is what I can put a word on it right now. Incidentally, not having any pictures of me as a kid or my siblings, as a baby, we don't know what we look like as kids. Looking at pictures of my kids, my two daughters. So from there, kind of constructing my own image of what I might have looked like as a kid. And next thing you know, my father is gone. No explanation, no communication, just gone. And so growing up, 4 siblings, my mom was working all the time. My dad pops in again, I don't know how months or years later, and he gives me the talk. You are the man of the house. You are responsible for taking care of the family. I'm probably like 7 or 8 years old. How am I supposed to be the man of the house? I'm just a kid. Out of my siblings, I'm the only one to graduate and attend college, so first generation college graduate. And it's interesting, this idea that you're the man of the house, and then fast forward years later, having a degree, and now it's college boy. So as a kid, I'm a man, but as a man, I'm a boy. Really screws with your head. As far as male role models, that's what I had, the working class, typical kind of hardworking man who, that's what he does. He lives to work, works to live, providing for the family. And I think seeing their struggles, seeing their hardships, I wanted to accomplish more. Raised Catholic, and I just remember fidgeting so much in the church pews and trying to understand this idea of putting all your faith in God, because that was the message my family always fell back to, like trust in God, trust in God. But at a certain point in time, there's certain actions that we can take as individuals. Later in my early adult years, just seeing the hypocrisy involved with not necessarily the church itself, but the dogma that's preached yet doesn't seem to be practiced. It seems to stop once you exit the church. So I found myself kind of drifting away from the church, but still maintaining this sense of spirituality to do good, to make a difference in this world. And growing up in poverty, just being aware of the difficulties that a lot of these students face today. So my background also in social work has taught me to reframe perspectives, reframe histories, and look for the strength in these students. There's so many things that are never spoken of. And maybe that goes back to our upbringing and their upbringing, that children are seen and not heard. Not having those role models or those structures where I had to follow certain guidelines, following in someone's footsteps, created a blank slate. It was open, my history was open to create whatever I wanted to become of myself. When I first started teaching, every job I had always incorporated math. And so one day I was walking down South Lamar with Vicky, and yeah, my life coach, my partner, my better two-thirds, helped me realize, hey, put your social work and math together and go into teaching. And that's what I did. That was 1999. And we got married shortly after that. So these experiences inform my educational philosophy, looking at every student and knowing that every student has a potential to achieve to their fullest extent. So it's up to us as educators, as leaders, to promote these opportunities, to allow these students to advance, to empower these students to desire more than just the minimum of high school or dropping out or becoming a statistic, to incorporate technology, to make sure that the teachers have a wealth of resources, promoting diversity and student choice. Growing up in a bicultural society, I can step into the Spanish-speaking worlds, into the low SES areas, and feel quite at home, feel perfectly comfortable in those situations. And at the same time, feel just as comfortable in a room full of principals and school leaders and presenting them with tools and data necessary to drive and guide instruction. With my mathematics background, I'm all about the data. I can disaggregate it, can look for patterns, we can look for trends, and use the data in a meaningful way to increase student achievement and provide the tools to the teachers so they can be the best at their craft.